This painting has beautiful texture and colours, but it's not quite working. Let's fix that. Hi there, I'm Janine. I'm an artist and I share my creative journey on this channel. I started this painting with lots of intuitive marks and I'm loving the energy in it. If you haven't seen it, watch the playlist I've linked below. It can be so frustrating when a painting has all the right elements, beautiful colours, interesting texture, but something still feels off. So many artists get stuck in this stage. So today I'm going to show you exactly how I refine a messy, unfinished painting without overthinking it. This painting is at the moment quite messy and there's no clear focal point, everything's kind of samey, it's very chaotic. There's beautiful colour and texture here, but it's just not a finished painting, or not close to a finished painting for me. So what I want to do is work on the composition. First of all, I'm looking, is there enough contrast? So light, value contrast, lights and darks. Everything is kind of the same. There's a few areas that are a little bit darker, but because they have a lot of texture within them, they're also not quite dark. So I think I'm going to add some more darker areas. It doesn't have to be super dark, just dark enough to create a bit of a contrast. And then down here, I'll make this a little bit darker. Or some of it at least. Same here, maybe I'll connect that to the edge. So now I've already got a little bit more contrast. Actually this red area could be a little bit darker overall. I'm just adding a little bit here, not too much. Adding a bit of transparent colour. So now these bits are a bit darker. Doesn't mean they're going to stay like this. I can probably go in after if I think it's too much contrast and reduce that again. But for now I want to see my shapes a bit more clearly. I might also add a little bit more light up here. Now in terms of the texture, I think there's just too much texture overall. And I want to add a little bit of calm. So this is already fairly calm, but not keen on this shape at the moment. Might make it a little bit lighter straight away. So I like that I've got a darker shape here and a darker shape there. And this one I don't want to be as dark, because I want to balance those two shapes, which I can balance with a darker shape. But I feel like these are small and dark, which is nicely balanced with a large, not as dark shape, if you see what I mean, for the kind of visual, in terms of visual weight. So I'm adding a bit of yellow over this. Now I think it's a bit too light again. So I'm going to mix a little bit of this darker colour in, especially here. I want to bring a little bit of that texture back. So I've got this catalyst blade, which is basically just a scraping tool.
If you like this video, consider subscribing.
And I'm going to return some of this lovely texture that we had before. So it's already feeling more intentional now that I've got a bit of contrast in how in calmer areas and more textured areas, and also darker versus slightly lighter areas. These three dark shapes are where my eye goes to first. So first it goes to the large one, and then slightly bigger one, slightly smaller one, and then slightly smaller one even. I do want my eye to also go maybe down here where it's very light still. So I'm going to add just a touch of darker colour down here. You see there's this little splash, and that already catches my eye, and so does this. And these dark bits up here, but nothing really down there. So now you see my eye definitely goes down here as well. And here I've got this red bit, but I'm going to make the contrast a little bit stronger. And then my eye goes up there as well. And even though I've just made a few tweaks, now the composition feels much more intentional. It's not 100% finished for me yet, but I think it just looks much clearer than it did at the beginning of the session. A few small adjustments can really make a huge difference in bringing a painting together. You don't always need to add more intuitively. Sometimes stepping back and making intentional tweaks is what you need. If you want to dive deeper in fixing your paintings with composition, sign up to the waitlist for my new course, Composition for Intuitive Abstracts, which I'll open for a limited time in April. So if you're interested, get on that waitlist. I've linked a playlist with the progress of this painting so far below in the description box. Thanks and bye bye.